and a chance to prove they're the dominant squad. I think it's going to get pretty heated at some point here tonight. And you can tell Arenas just has that ability as a distributor. He can pick out the ready shooter and get them the rock.
And the three ball is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Arenas passes to Beal. Here's Giannis. Hunter grabs the miss. Young against Arenas. Hunter dishes to Young. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Trae Young's dangerous because he's got that confidence and he's ready to shoot anytime he gets it.
Out to Gervin. Good on the three-point shot.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
On its way from Beasley for two. Oh, and that one has the right spin on it, and it is good.
And Beasley does a nice job seeing through the defense that time.
Williams, a screen on Beasley. Pass to Arenas. It's up a three, and another three for Milwaukee.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Beasley, bucket number three. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start, 4 of 4 so far.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Beasley covering. Here's Beal. Lays it up off the glass.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
Talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for his passing game.
You know, Kevin, he's really evolved as a playmaker over the years. Sure, we all know how talented a scorer and shooter he is, but Bradley is now superb at facilitating.
And the range that Young has is considerable. His three-pointer is a sharp weapon in his arsenal.
Arenas' shot is good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Brown, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
Beal, that's for two. Kick out to Giannis. Here's Gervin, and it's Gervin finishing it off.
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
On its way from Young for two. Here's Collins. A rebound by the Bucks. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
Here's Beasley after the basket by Milwaukee. Brown's shot is good.
And it's been great to see Brown's offense continue to evolve. Nice work there off the catch.
And the rejection by Collins. Young pass to Hunter. Fades. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Oh, man, easy money for Young. When someone's that wide open, he's going to turn it into a bucket.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Trae Young.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
Now here's Anthony. Shoots from 14. Got a piece of it. Young passes to Beasley. And finished off by Brown.
Strong finish by Brown. He doesn't mess around that close to the rim.
On the wing, Isaac. Curving up top. 46 seconds left to play in the first. Out to Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Halt the run. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Collins. It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the second free throw, good. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. The Hawks leading by 3. Here's Hunter, and then Hunter with the jam.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Anthony. Beasley with the rebound.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Hawks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line and drained a good number from beyond the arc this year.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got Brown. Mohamed Bamba is out there with John Collins. Then it's Dennis Smith, and it's Harris in at the 2.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here he's it from three-point range.
It looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Anthony drives in, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Now here's Anthony. Fires for 3, and Bamba pulls it down. Collins finds Smith. Hawks passing it around. On the wing, Brown. He's covered by Arenas. And here's Collins from outside. The kick out to Brown. Hits it from three-point range. Brown's got the lead up to 9 now for Atlanta.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
To the middle. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Smith puts up a deep 3, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Brown kicks to Collins. Tries again. Brown the pass to Collins. Brown, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. That's pretty much not how they wanted to bend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Good on the bucket.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Here now a very select group of players in the NBA. Big men who can step away from the bucket and hit the 3. Number 1, Chet Holmgren. John Collins is second.
And the value of having a big man who can do what these guys can is that they draw bigger defenders out of the paint. You have to stay with them wherever they go.
Yep, and once you do that, you're going to open up the lane. And with the threat those guys pose on the perimeter, an opposing defense has no way to deal with that.
For Milwaukee, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. You know, Brent, I heard you talking the other day about the advantage left-handed players have in drawing fouls. Why do you feel that's the case?
I've just always felt, Kevin, that you don't really prepare for lefties. You don't see many of them in the league. So think about it. On a Monday and a Wednesday, you're playing a squad, and all of a sudden, Thursday's back-to-back game has a guy like James Harden. It's just hard to adjust physically what you need to do in terms of defending a left-handed player.
And so it's Milwaukee now, following the three by Atlanta. Gervin outside. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Collins looking around. Buries the long-range jumper. And it's a 12-point Hawks lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, you got to push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position, he is going to be all over the rim.
Bamba wide open, and he fires. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Bamba's got his first bucket of the night. Arenas dishes to Gervin. Passes to Isaac. Tries from 7. And there it is for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Collins from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Beal the pass to Gervin. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Brown. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo could arguably be called the most feared slasher in league history. He says, I just tried to read the crowd, read the walls, and see where I can beat them. There's a second there that you can attack the seams and change your speed. I've done this 25 to 30 times every night, so I know what to look for. Kevin?
He definitely does, David. A master at his craft. Hey, D.A., thanks for the report.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Smith kicks to Brown. There's the dish to Harris. Back to Brown. Smith outside. Oh, good on the 3. Bucks trail by 18. Here's Giannis. Giannis dunks it down.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
On deep, Collins. Arenas with the rebound. It'll count. The shot, no good. And so it's Atlanta with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Trey, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Make them pick their poison, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Atlanta Hawks.
Sometimes we talk about a team imposing its will. This is what it looks like. Just the rebounding discrepancy here. Pretty shocking, Shaq.
I was on a few teams, and you were on a few teams that really did impose their wills. Crush your opponent's spirits. It's a great feeling to be on the right side of that equation.
All right, now I think we should check out the Rookie of the Year race.
We know how hard it could be for rookies, but so far this group has done an awesome job for adjusting to the speed of the game.
You could make a strong case for any of these guys to win the award. That's how deep this class is. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Now, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Antetokounmpo is out there with Gervin. Then it's Williams. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Arenas in at the point guard position.
Yeah, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
And the Hawks making a change here. Holmgren's checked in, and this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good.
Brent, don't you love what a team player Giannis is? A star with very little ego.
One of the things, Greg, he does so well is deflect everything or reflect everything back to him. It's about him. He'll compliment his teammates, and then he'll take on the responsibility when the team isn't playing at its highest level.
Here's Young. George Gervin picking up that last basket. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Holmgren. And he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot.
Holmgren's physical gifts are pretty impressive. His length and his height make him a threat under the hoop on both ends of the floor.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, and the rejection by Holmgren.
And with the success they've had. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Offensive rebound. Here's Gervin. Johnson with the block.
Terrific defensive effort by Johnson. Outstanding timing on the block.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Hawks. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Brown. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Drains the three, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. That one on Holmgren. Hey, Brent, here we're looking at Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's arguably the best player right now in the NBA. Not just the NBA, worldwide.
That's a lot of space, Kevin, but you're not wrong. He is the best two-way player in the league. With his physical dominance, he impacts the game in ways that no other player can. And how about Giannis putting that 7'3" wingspan to good use to help come up with the steal?
And he gets it to go.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Beal with a screen for Giannis. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Harris. The Hawks working the ball around. Young pass to Holmgren. Here's Reeves. Shoots over Beal. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
The shot by Williams, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. On deep, Arenas. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Reeves. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And the Hawks with possession here. Gilbert Arenas missing on the 3. Holmgren gets the bucket.
That's a pretty quick trigger from the big man as Chet squeezes one off.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Anthony's checked in for the Bucks. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. The Hawks, number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds, and last touch by Holmgren. Harris against Gervin, and the shot goes in. Gervin's got 11.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
It's deflected.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's time for an injury report. Now for an update on Cameron Johnson's injury, let's go to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I got some news from the Hawks head athletic trainer. Oh, that is not what you need to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. It's a big injury for them. We'll see how this group of players responds going forward. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
Arenas got a hand on it.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
And here's the fast break. Holmgren leading the way. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Holmgren with that length makes it look easy to grab those kind of putbacks.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. With 2 seconds left.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Holmgren is out there with Hunter. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Reeves in at the shooting guard position. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night. Gervin against Holmgren. And it's Gervin missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Hunter kicks to Holmgren. Nailed from three-point land.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And the jam by Gervin.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Releases from 15, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines, and that's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
And the pass to Holmgren. Over Gervin. Holmgren can't hit. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Knocks it loose. Holmgren finds Hunter. And here's Harris from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Beal. Connects on the 9-footer.
That's some flashy footwork there from Bradley Beal.
Hunter on the wing. And he slams it down right on top of Jonathan Isaac.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Young for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. And the foul on George Gervin. That's his first foul.
Well, overall, he has played basically flawless basketball, but that was a bad turnover.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Williams has checked in. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Young taking his time here. For 3, Holmgren drills it from outside. Holmgren's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Hawks. Anthony nowhere around. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Young dishes to Holmgren. Here. Oh!
Yeah. With those long strides, Holmgren covering a ton of ground in a hurry.
Outside, Beal stripped away. Here's Hunter. And then Hunter with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Well, Beal can really score just about anywhere. Don't be surprised when he knocks down shots from the mid-range.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. It's good from long range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Holmgren the pass to Young. Poke loose. Isaac with the steal.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Atlanta.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Big Dog.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Milwaukee's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Williams is right there.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
For the three, and again Atlanta with the triple.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Trey, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight, so how satisfying was this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting a win. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against, and that's all I care about.
Well, you all certainly did what you had to get this win, man. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
Much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew as New Balance presents our player of the game, Big Dog.